got the day off today, nobody's in the house, absolute quiet, and we can talk about backpacks, all right? I got the HURU 64 to 65 degree, right? AKA the global pack. I've been using this pack for a couple of weeks now. I like the idea of this pack. Let's run through it. It's a 19-liter pack. Some will say 19 liters is the ideal size for everyday carry. I would agree. Depends on what you're carrying. But I would agree that that's a perfect kind of smaller, throw it around, put your work stuff in it, lunch, laptop, take it to the work, wherever you work. This pack is totally made out, the exterior is totally made out of X21, right? Modern material. This is a modern design. I think is a more modern design style pack right here. I want to show you what I like about this pack. And then we'll go to the things that I kind of found that were problematic with my experience with this pack, right? The external pockets is what I'm going to talk about first. I actually like these some little side slanted zip pockets right here where you could probably put, you know, some smaller items. This one has a longer lanyard for your keys. This is excellent. I love the length of this. It's got a metal clip. They're talking to me, right? They're speaking directly to me. I like this. High-vis orange. Some people are saying they get tired of high-vis orange. Like, leave it in the comments. Are you tired of the high-vis orange interior? I mean, I think it's been out for like 4 or 5 years now at this point. And, you know, it's in a lot of packs. They want you to be able to see everything in your bag. But, you know, some people were like, hey, I wish it was a different color. Right? On the other side, you have a pocket, the same pocket, and in there, I just slipped in my Pair 3 Salt. This is in Magna Cut. I mean, this is probably one of the best value blades out there. It's like 100 and maybe close to 200 bucks, but no, it's like 130 or 140. Magna Cut blade, crazy. Spyderco does like some of the best heat treatment that you can get on a blade. So I know this is not a knife channel, but I'm a knife guy. But back to this pocket, it's excellent. You can slip a knife just like the one I showed you in that pocket. The zippers are kind of small on these zippers. They do have zipper pulls, but they get kind of hung up a little bit. They're not as smooth as I would like. It's got the kind of the rain flap here, and it's pointed this direction, so when rain comes down, you might get a little bit of rain there. I'm not supposed to be talking about the things I don't like yet, right? I'm supposed to be talking about the things that I like. So let's keep it that way. All right, we got this brain pocket up here at the top. It's absolutely huge. I love this. I love being able to access a lot of my crap really quickly on the top of these bags, right? So in there, you can put your wallet keys and cell phone easily. It will expand out. It's got a lot of space in it. This is high-vis orange as well. You can get in there and, you know, get to all your stuff. Now, the zipper here is kind of small as well. It is Aquaguard line, but there's no zipper pull. It's just like a small little zipper. And for my big fingers, you gotta kind of find it. It's not impossible, but you gotta kind of find it, right? So let's go into the main section, right? To continue on with the stuff I like. You got these big buckles. We'll get back to those big buckles. You flip this over. You have a pocket on the inside here with some HURU inspiration, and you could put some items in here. Kind of a warning, if you put items on the top pocket and in this underside pocket, this whole thing can get kind of bulky and like unwieldy a little bit. But that's just what it is. So right here is kind of your trifold or trifold opening. There's a little button here at the top. They did put zipper pulls here though. So they chose to put zipper pulls on certain sections and no zipper pulls on other sections. I would have liked to have been pretty consistent across the board. So you unzip, you do have a button, and you fillet it open, right? I have my Yeti lunchbox. This is a pretty large lunchbox. This is 3 liters, right? And this carries all of my breakfast and lunch for the day. So 19-liter pack can do you right for the whole day. This pack, 19 liters. So in here, you get inside. Let's point out something, right? Since it's a top-loading pack and this brain is covering it's cool that they added a cinch to the side. It kind of collapses the bag down and pulls that opening closed, like pulling the sides and the top down, so when you have rain, it kind of just glides off the sides or rolls off the sides. That was a nice design choice. I like that a whole lot. You could definitely feel like when you're using this bag that there was somebody behind it, like really thinking through some of the choices on this bag. So these cinches are definitely dope. You do have a laptop sleeve in the back. This is a 15-inch laptop, right? My old standard faithful in the back. I don't even have to pull it out. Then you have a tablet sleeve, which is great, or just like a notebook sleeve. Down here in the bottom, I do have my cap 1 and I have my cap 2. Those are like standard issue. So, and then you just have your space in the inside, right? Just a massive amount of space. You have additional organization. This is one of the things I think, I'm gonna put it in the category of I like, is the fact that they try to build in so much organization. There's pockets in here on the inside. The pocket utilizes kind of the same space as the main section, right? There's a pocket here and there's a pocket on this side as well. So if you want to like kind of break out your organization to smaller bits, you can do that. You're just going to be working with the same space. And that's kind of the rub, right? This we want to move into what I didn't really like is the same pockets, the vertical pockets on the outside right here. Now that they're a lot bigger, now that I've taken my stuff out, these pockets are a lot bigger. So you gotta make a choice. Like, are you gonna use the pockets on the inside? Are you gonna use the pockets on the outside? Or are you gonna load up a whole bunch of stuff? Because you can't do both, right? You can't do all three things. You gotta kind of use your space wisely. And that's kind of the downside. The overall downside of this bag is that this is a limited amount of space that you can only fit so many organizational pockets in, and you got to make choices. But it's not the only downside of this bag, right? That's probably the biggest one, right? And I don't want to crap on HURU. That's not what the intention of this video is. The fact is, I actually like this design. I like it a lot. I think that there can be some refinement in the design a little bit, but let's go to the rest of the bag. Let's talk about the rest of the bag. I think what we should go to next is the shoulder straps and how the shoulder straps work. We'll get back to these buckles. We'll get back to it. Trust me. So, the back panel, super flat, no curvature up to the back of the bag. We just have a flat panel. The shoulder straps themselves, for me, I'm the go-ruck guy, right? I'm the guy that likes the overly padded shoulder straps, dumb big for no particular reason. When I put them on, they just feel like big pillows on my shoulders. So when you get to these type of shoulder straps, these are like 1.5 inches wide. It's not my favorite thing, right? The density of the foam inside is good. I just wish that there was more of it, and that the either needs to be thicker or wider, right? Thicker or wider. That's what she said. It's gotta be one of the two. When you load your stuff up and you actually do have like laptops, lunch, even in a 19-liter pack, you can put some weight in the bag. So for me, I like a little bigger shoulder straps. I'm not gonna beat the dead horse, right? There it is. So on the back panel, like I said, flat, you do have like a secret security pocket back here. I think this is an excellent idea, right? So you can go this way with a security pocket or this way. Perfect for a passport or a minimalist wallet, something like that. Again, those no zipper pull, but back here I don't mind it so much because I want it to hide away. So you do have a luggage pass-through. It's going to hold this bag up into a vertical orientation on your roller bag. So that's dope as well. Now, I guess we can kind of go into the buckles a little bit. So down at the bottom of the shoulder strap, we have metal hardware here. We have metal hardware in the front. I think these buckles are cool as hell. They're not actually Cobra buckles. These are HURU branded buckles. And they're just huge. They feel a little bit out of place on a bag this size. I mean, they function really well even under pressure, but they're the main feature of the bag. And I get it. I mean, we all kind of like those metal hardware buckles, kind of remind me of Top Gun or something like that. But these are just a little bit too ginormous for this particular bag. Like, you took a lot of the weight of the 2 pounds just for these 2 buckles. Like, I think that they could be smaller, a little bit more petite. And I never really say that, but these could be a little bit smaller. I think they're a little bit too large. Overkill, right? The grab handle. I'm a grab handle guy. So this bag kind of hit me, you know? So I'm a shoulder strap guy and I'm a grab handle guy. And I think both of those things they didn't do so well on this bag. So we have a thinner, can you even see it? There's a thinner kind of grab handle right here. It's sewn really tight to the bag. So you can get your hand under there, but it's not the greatest grab. I don't know if it's even padded. It just feels like a piece of the X21 sewn down to the bag. I guess they consider that low profile, but you know, I just like a little bit more. Let's talk about the price. The price on this pack is $269. For these materials, for the effort that I see, even though it might not be my cup of tea, I could see $269 for this pack. There's some things that for my particular taste, and that's what I'm saying for reviewers that you're watching on the internet like this, you know, take it with a grain of salt. This might be your cup of tea, but it's definitely not mine yet, right? I'm not gonna say forever, but just not mine yet. HURU did send this bag out to me. I hope they take this feedback as constructional feedback, like, you know, constructive feedback, instead of feeling as if I dogged on the bag. I just wasn't really feeling it that much. Guys, if you like this review, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more, come subscribe. I got more videos, more reviews. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.